Welcome to a question and answer session with Xenia City officials regarding the upcoming May 4th income tax ballot initiative. As you may know, the city has placed a 0.5% income tax increase on the May 4th ballot for maintaining police and fire services and to provide additional funding for street improvements, known as Issue 7. Here with us today are City Manager Jim Percival, Police Chief Randy Person, and Fire Chief Jeff Leeming to answer some frequently asked questions. My name is Mark Bazelak, and I'm the Finance Director for the City of Xenia. Let's go ahead and get started. The first few questions are for the City Manager, Jim Percival. Obviously, if any of the rest of you have some additional comments, please feel free to respond. Jim, can you tell us what is on the May 4th ballot for the City of Xenia? How much is the income tax levy? How much will it generate? And how much will it cost city residents?
The issue number 7 on the May 4th ballot is for a 0.5% income tax increase. This increase will generate approximately $2.6 to $2.7 million for our community. It would cost the average taxpayer, someone earning $40,000 a year, about $17 a month. This is only on earned income, so that those folks that are retired or those folks that currently have a situation where they're laid off or on unemployment would not be required to pay this tax until they are able to obtain employment. So what we're trying to do is generate income to be able to maintain our safety services, fix our streets, but not have a negative impact on folks that are already have been negatively impacted by the current economic situation.
And what will this levy called Issue 7 pay for more specifically?
Specifically, this issue will pay for safety services, our fire department, our police department. It will pay for a major increase in our street improvement program. It will allow for us to resurface significantly more streets than we are resurfacing now. It will help with our economic development effort that we are currently undertaking to try to bring more and better opportunities, employment opportunities into our community. And it will also help to allow us to work with outside and different agencies to create opportunities for things like recreation in the community. Things are not going to be the same as they were before, but we are hoping that by working with other agencies, other individuals, different types of opportunities and better opportunities will be created in our community.
And when was the last time the city made a request for new funds, and when was the last time there was an approved voted increase?
The last time the city made a request for new funds as far as income tax goes was in 2003. The city put a major income tax request on the ballot, and that was defeated. The last time that we had a voted increase was in 1991. The city, citizens of Xenia voted for an income tax increase, and that allowed us to add police and fire. And brought us up to a police and a complement of officers in both of those departments. But now, the last 2 years, we have been struggling with the economy, and we've had to not fill some positions, and that is on top of the cuts that we made in 2003.
As we all know, economic times remain difficult for Xenia residents. Why an earned income tax now?
The earned income tax is important because that is how we pay for the majority of the services that we provide. your fire department, your police department, many of the improvements in the street department are paid for with the earned income tax. The critical thing to remember is that the earned income tax is only paid by people who are employed. It's not paid on retirement income. It's not paid on unemployment benefits. It's not paid on any of those other things. So the reason why we went with the earned income tax is because it allows for us to maintain the current level of fire and police services that we have now without negatively impacting those individuals that are already facing tough economic situations.
I know we've addressed this earlier, but I think we want to reemphasize this. Since it is an earned income tax, that means that the only taxable earnings are taxed. So then what does this mean for senior citizens and others who do not earn income?
What this means is that we will be able to maintain fire and police services, improve our street services, and not have an impact on those folks that are on a fixed income or that don't have income at this point. If we were to go to a property tax, people that are on fixed incomes, people that are on retirement incomes, people that are currently facing difficult economic times would still have to increase their level of payment. What this does is allow people to get back on their feet, and then once they're back on their feet, they'll help pay for those services.
If approved, when would the collection begin?
The collection, if this issue number 7 is approved, the collection will begin in January of 2011.
What has the city done to tighten its belt?
That's a great question. I don't think that we've probably done a good job communicating the things that have already taken place. If folks recall, the economic situation right after 9/11 was somewhat difficult. There was a downturn in the economy then. In 2003, we eliminated 15 positions here at the city. Then just last year, we eliminated another 9 positions here in the city. So we've eliminated over 10% of our workforce in the last 10 years. We've also done things like change the way we plow the streets, change the way that we use salt. We have changed things in the way that we provide services. But we've tried to do all of these things and have the smallest impact we could possibly have on the community. Now, in one way, we've been extremely successful because we've still provided a high-quality service to our citizens with fewer folks. The problem is we can't continue to do that. We've got 7% last year, our income tax was lower. We lost 15% of the revenues that we received from the state of Ohio. We continue to try to do more with less, but you cannot sustain that. That's not possible to continue to sustain and provide the services that we're providing without additional revenue.